so if you guys have been following along with us, you know that our overlanding trip is coming up in just a few months, and you probably also know that we're trying to finish up getting our gear ready, and we've been looking a lot at different cargo options, fridge options, things like that, and we think we finally have something.
Yeah, so if you follow us on Instagram, which you should, so our handles are in the description and at the bottom of this video, you'll see that last week we previewed that we might have a sponsor for our upcoming trip. Well, we do, and the packages have arrived.
They're finally here, and we're working with Black Forest Gear. We're super excited to see everything that they sent over. We have a couple of cargo options and a really cool fridge freezer that I'm super excited about personally. And we're gonna open it up. We're gonna see what they sent us.
Yeah. First up, we have the fridge freezer. It says, do not use a box cutting device on this box. I don't know if this qualifies or not. Look, there you go.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm excited to show some more detail about this and maybe do a little review on it.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, there's the fridge freezer. So next up we have a mounting base, which mounts to the factory mounting points in the cargo area. They make this for both the 4-door and the 2-door JKs. And it kind of just gives you a surface where you can mount cargo slides or tie down various equipment. So it's really handy, but let's see what it looks like. Also, these are really dull. I'm not gonna cut myself. I just realized I'm like,
yeah, you're like
holding it with my fingers, waving it around.
Is it bad that I wasn't even concerned? I didn't know.
I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. So you'll notice that these will mount to those factory bolts in the back of the Jeep, and then you'll see on top here you have several holes so you can mount things in various configurations, which is a preview of what's next. So next up we have a cargo slide. This fits their fridge freezer that they sell, but it also is universal, so anything that fits the dimensions of the slide can work with the slide. It also works with the base plates, but if you have a different mounting system like goose gear or just a sheet of plywood, you can mount this to anything. So really universal. Excited to open it up. It is, as the last package was, very secure with these staples. So it comes with tie downs, which is a nice little touch. And then you'll see here, and these things are heavy duty, like this is not light, but you'll see here that it has a locking mechanism. So it can lock in the in position, or when you pull it out, it'll lock in the out position. So also nice little detail there. The icing on the cake is what's in here. I don't know how good of a feel you'll get just from looking at the pieces, but essentially this is a secure cargo enclosure. So it's going to make your cargo area basically a lockbox. So if you have a soft top, this can be really helpful. If you like to drive around with the top off, also helpful. Or if you just want like a surface where you have kind of 2 levels of storage, super helpful. So I'm really excited about this. I think it's gonna kind of revolutionize the way that we pack for this trip. Our trip over the summer, we just had stuff all over the place mixed together, and this will kind of give us that space where we can layer and differentiate. So excited about it. This is a nice little pass-through that you have to the back seats. So if you put the back seat down, you can access the stuff that you're storing in your secure box. But yeah, looks nice. So as we mentioned briefly while we were unpacking everything, we've had some Jeep parts show up pretty damaged. Usually it's like the powder coating, but we've had, for example, our roof rack that we're going to put on came with some pretty significant like chipping or even some dents.
Enough damage to where we actually had to go through and fix it because of how it got shipped.
Right.
Yeah.
And to the credit of the people we bought it from, which was Morris 4x4, they were like really helpful and offered to fix the issue for us.
True.
But we didn't want to go through the hassle of sending it back and all that, so we just decided to fix it ourselves. All that to say, we're not exaggerating when we're really excited with how well this is packaged.
Yeah, it's so well packaged. Every piece that we got, everything that came was so well done.
Yeah, it's not even what's inside the box. Like, the box itself is thicker cardboard than what our roof rack came in, which says something, I think, about the company.
Yeah, it's huge.
I think the only other company that we've had this good of experience with their shipping is Vector Off-Road.
Yeah.
So shout out to them. You'll see us put on their EXO rack another time, but you've seen our JK dock that we mount our GPS on, so check them out if you haven't. But we just want to open this and kind of show you a detail of how well packaged it is, so you can kind of get an idea of what we're talking about. Not only was the box stapled with some pretty intense industrial staples, no chance of that opening up. Inside, the cargo slide is actually sandwiched between two more pieces of cardboard and then custom fitted with this foam to keep it from moving around and to protect it from impact. So once again, just like going above and beyond, we're really happy.
That's super awesome.
With the packaging, and we're excited to get this stuff installed. Very nice. So there are a couple things that I wanted to talk about before ending this video. The first thing is that we are not being paid by Black Forest, nor did we receive these products for free. Instead, we are forming a partnership with them where we kind of provide them with some social media content in exchange for discounted gear and hopefully a relationship developing over time. The second thing is, you notice we didn't show you an installation of the fridge freezer that we got from Black Forest Gear. That's because we are waiting to install it until we figure out our power situation. As we mentioned in our previous video, we're not sure if we're going to run a dual battery setup or something with solar. So we're waiting until we get that figured out before we install the fridge freezer. So you will see a more detailed look at this fridge freezer, kind of the features, how well it works, and then the installation as well. But for now, drop us a comment, leave us a message, let us know what you would run. Would you run a dual battery setup? Would you run solar panel? Would you run kind of a hybrid of the two? Would you run something completely different? We really want to figure that out. We only have about 5 weeks before we take off on our trip, so we need to start getting all these things done. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.